This is our third shop and cook with the dog. My wife Nafi and I will be doing a plant-based avocado toast and a smoothie which is strawberry and peach smoothie. But we are not shopping today. We are going to straight away go with the cooking. The reason being that we already got the ingredients over here. But I will go one by one with each ingredient to tell you how we got it. So the first thing is that we have, for the toast, we use the Ezekiel bread, which has 0.5 grams of fat, but 3 grams of fiber and 4 grams of protein. This is the Ezekiel sprouted whole grain bread that you can get on the frozen section of Publix, right?
And Trader Joe's.
And Trader Joe's we can get, so you can get these from the places we have just talked about. Here you have your garbanzo beans, which of course you can get a canned one. This one is Bush's organic beans. We go next to cucumber. This is your cucumber, which we have already sliced. You can get it anywhere in the market, whether you want an organic or non-organic. Again, these are the cherry tomatoes for putting over the toast once it is done. So here we have the avocado. This is the avocado. This is the mashed avocado that we do with the fork. And we will cut this avocado and try to show you how we have mashed it up. Most of the hummus has to have tahini. Without tahini in the outside hummus, you cannot make a hummus without tahini. But let me just warn you that this tahini in this small bottle, there are 15 servings, and each serving has 19 grams of fat. While what we are doing is, instead of tahini, we are using cashew nuts. And cashew nuts are the ones which we are going to use, but you have to grind it. And we use a coffee grinder to grind the cashew nuts till it becomes soft. This is how it appears once we have done it in boiling hot water. This is when cashews are mixed in hot water, and you can use this instead of the tahini. Now, we come next over to the smoothie that we are going to make is, like I said, a peach and strawberry smoothie. So what we do is we take 1.5 cup of almond milk, unsweetened. This is your almond milk, unsweetened. Then we take about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of yogurt, again almond yogurt, unsweetened. We have this peach, frozen peach. The trick in this is not to put slices because they get stuck up into the blender. So chop it before you put it in the blender. And then you have here the strawberries, again chopped up, the frozen strawberries. And then chopped up your dates, 1/2 cup. Even this is 1/2 cup, your peach 1/2 cup, your strawberries 1/2 cup. This is what the dates look like when we bought it. So, and this is your almond unsweetened yogurt. If you have a sweet tooth and you want to make it extra sweet, then you can use about 1/4 of a banana, sliced banana. So I'm going to let my wife Nafi take over to show you all how to do this hummus, how to make the hummus, because that is a central point in this avocado hummus toast.
Hi, I'm Nafisa and I am going to show you how to make hummus minus the tahini. We don't use tahini because of the fat content in it. I take 1 can of chickpeas, put it in the blender, and I take half a can of water. This is water, and I put it in here. I'm going to blend this till it is nice and smooth. I probably will need a little bit more water, and I will let you know. Now I take this off, and to give it a creamy texture, this is the cashew nut mix I'm going to use to give it a nice creamy texture, which otherwise tahini would have done it, but we are not going to use that. For this, I did grind the cashew nuts in the coffee grinder to a very fine consistency till it is almost sticking to my fingers. This is the consistency you want. You put it with 1 cup of water, hot water, blend it and put it in microwave for 1 minute. Once you put in the microwave, you will get this consistency which will give consistency to our chickpeas. The amount of cashew nuts I put to grind is about 1/4, half a cup. I did grind half a cup of cashew nuts.
Was it roasted or just?
They are unsalted raw cashew nuts, and I got them from Costco. So our hummus has taken on a nice texture. Not the way you would use tahini, but it still gives some texture to the hummus. I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons. I'm going to put garlic, which are 4 cloves of garlic. They are grated. 4 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to put it in the hummus. I'll put some salt. You can put salt to taste. A teaspoon maybe. Oh.
How many tablespoons?
2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, not lime, lemon.
And cilantro will be later on?
And we're all set.
I'll get you something. Yeah.
So this is going to be consistency of our hummus. If you want it a bit thicker, what you can do is add little less water to your chickpeas. I put half a cup, you can put 1/4 of a cup. And we are going to garnish this with cilantro, not parsley. Cilantro because it goes better with the sandwich. And I'm going to put some paper flakes.
Yeah, sure. And
Pepper flakes.
olives you were talking about.
No, olives are on top of the sandwich.
Oh.
Just a dash of pepper flakes, and it looks yum. You can spread this on your toast.
So this is the hummus. So we'll let this be for the time being, and now we will show you how the avocado is done. So now we're done with the hummus, which my wife Nafi made. Now we're going to show you how to get the toast and get the hummus and the avocado on it. So what I've used today is the Hass avocado organic, and what I do is I cut the avocado, split it into half. We got the spoon and you scoop the avocado. Go on scooping the avocado in there, and after you have scooped it right to the base of the skin almost, you then use a fork. You use a fork to mash, or you can use a fork, or you can use your hands. So I'm using the fork right now to mash the avocado. So the avocado is being mashed to make it into a mushy spread. So this is the avocado. Some people like to put the avocado slices on the hummus, but I prefer to do it this way, more consistency with both. Some would like to even mix with the hummus that you made, but I don't think, because then when hummus gets oxidized, it sort of changes the color of the whole spread. So this is done now. So the first step is you take your toast. This is your Ezekiel toast. I like it to be nicely toasted. I really like it slightly hard. If you don't, you can toast it less. But mine toasts are really toasty. So here are the two toasts. What I'm going to do is take this hummus that you made and put it over. You can even take a spoon. The consistency is slightly liquidy, but if you want, you could put less water so that it would be nice and thick. So you spread your hummus over the toast. I would like a little more of this. I love the taste of this hummus with the cashews, not with the tahini. So I put a little bit more, and let's see how this goes. This is looking good, looking good. Now, over this we should use, you can use the same knife. Take the avocado and spread it. You can put more avocado, less hummus, less avocado, more hummus. It's entirely your choice. So once this hummus is put over the avocado, this is an open toast. So open sandwich. Okay, here we have it. Now we sort of use the garnish. So we use cucumbers, which we showed you right in the beginning, and I use and put cucumbers on it. Wow, my mouth is watering. And we have the cucumber. And then we put our cherry tomatoes. So here is your tomatoes. And then if you would like, you can put a little cilantro over it. A little bit of cilantro. If you would still like, then you can put a little olives on it. And now you have your lovely, I hope you guys can see this, avocado hummus toast. But now, some people would like to use a bit of salt and pepper. There are pepper flakes in it, but just to put a little salt. And I love pepper, so a lot of pepper. And this is how it is. This is superb. Now I'm going to leave this. Some people even like sauerkraut. This is your probiotic. And you can get the sauerkraut anywhere, in any of the markets. And you can use the sauerkraut on top of this if you want to. It really helps to your digestive system. Now, think about it. When you are using this toast, you are not only getting your proteins from your toast, the bread, the Ezekiel bread, you're also getting protein from the hummus, the chickpeas. A lot of fiber in this, and a lot of phytonutrients and antioxidants in your tomatoes and the olives. So you got the mixture of everything. You don't need any more than this. This is what is called nutrient dense food. And this could easily do with 2 slices of this would be your lunch, or maybe 1 slice. So this is an entire lunch by itself. The next on the list is the smoothie. The smoothie is going to be a peach strawberry smoothie. So let's start first. So we're going to start now with the next item on the list is my favorite smoothies. So we're going to do a peach strawberry smoothie. So for that we take about 1.5 cup of almond milk unsweetened. Okay? Then we take about 1/2 cup of frozen peaches. 1/2 cup of strawberry, frozen. 1/2 cup of dates. 1.5 tablespoons of yogurt if you want it creamier and thicker. And then if you have a sweet tooth, then you can add bananas. So here we go. We put in the almond milk, unsweetened, 1.5 cups into the blender. We then put the strawberries, but remember one thing, don't use the big strawberries because they get stuck into the blender at times. So we gotta chop the strawberries, frozen ones, and put it into the blender. Then the same goes with the peaches. Chop it up, frozen peaches, in that goes over here. Now comes the dates. They have to be chopped, real tiny pieces, the dates. And we have yogurt, unsweetened yogurt. I put about 1¼ of a tablespoon into there. And we have, the last is the bananas. About 1/4 of a banana or a half banana, depending on what consistency you would like. Okay, so here we go now. So depending on how thick or thin you want, you can use almond milk accordingly. I like my smoothies a little thin, so I put a little more of the almond milk. And let's pour it out and see how it looks. Wow. This is the smoothie. And yes, it looks great.